Michael is the new head of household, but could the Lindor Sampler change the course of the game? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevzik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 37 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Michael is the head of household after spending 4 out of the last 5 weeks on the block. He won a topaz veto to take himself off, a golden veto to take himself off. Tom used the golden veto on him, and he survived an eviction vote, and now he is sitting at the throne as the king of the castle. King of the castle. King of the castle. What's that from? Oh, Borat. Yeah. Who will he nominate for eviction? We'll find out tomorrow. But what will happen in the Lindor Sampler? We'll find out shortly. But first, there was quite a bit of fallout from the double eviction. Obviously, Stephanie was not particularly thrilled, and she will air her grievances on Saturday with Brazil, Nicole, and myself. So I can't wait to have her. What I did was I asked Cly and Stephanie, do you want Thursday night at 9 or Friday night at 9? Stephanie said Friday night at 9, and so because she's been way, way, way more active this season, I just said, okay, Friday night at 9 it is, and Cly, if you can make it, great, and if you can't, who cares? So we'll see if she shows up. My hunch is no. But so there was also some fallout in the house. Now, unfortunately, I can't really say specifically what the fallout was. There were definitely some people that, based on yesterday's episode, were not happy with me. But I've dealt with... luckily, they were very respectful and they were nice about it. And they had valid complaints. So I've dealt with Jonathan before when Jonathan was like, give me my way or I'm going to quit. You need to see a psychiatrist. Give me my way or I quit. So I've dealt with that, so I can deal with anything now. But the people who were complaining at least had a valid point, whereas Jonathan was just talking out of his ass. I sympathize with what they're saying. Unfortunately, I'm a little crazy. My game is a little crazy, so sometimes crazy things happen. But, sorry. I applaud you people I applaud all of you for playing hard. I know it's a tough game, but it's never over. As I told Owen last week when he thought he was out, it ain't over till I rip your little piece of paper up. So stay positive. I will also say that yesterday, there wasn't a lot of chat. There wasn't a lot of activity in the group chat, which is kind of normal for Wednesday. We had a long double eviction week. We had a long endurance competition, a tough veto competition, and a tough eviction vote. So a lot of people kind of took the day off yesterday, and that's totally fine. That's kind of what I like about an 85-day org. Most Survivor and Big Brother orgs are 30 to 45 days, and while it's good that the whole game is quick, you have, in a Big Brother org, you have HOH Cup one day, nominations next, veto the next, veto ceremony the next, and eviction. Sometimes it's even faster than that. Sometimes it's HOH and nominations one day, veto and veto ceremony the next, eviction the following. Survivor is the same thing. It's usually a 2 or a 3 day cycle. Either a 1 day immunity comp, sometimes 2 days, and then tribal the next day. So it's that means you have to be on all the time. And I've won 2 orgs. One of them was, I want to say it was 40, I think it was 46 days. The first one that I won, survived this. And then I won Supreme, which was 130 days. And even though 130 days felt like a marathon, there was a lot of downtime. And so it was really nice to be able to breathe and relax. Whereas Survive This was just like chaos every day. And like literally all of my allies were taken out and I had nobody left. And I had to basically fend for myself like a rabid dog, trying to find meat. I could go for a hot dog. Anyway. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, I could really go. I'm actually going on. Oh, you know what? Let's play a fun game, okay? We're going to play a fun game. This literally just occurred to me. Almost everything in Big Brother Cheesecake is planned way in advance, sometimes years in advance. This competition literally just occurred to me, bing, in my head. We'll make it a luxury competition. The winner will get an advantage. If somebody wins, they will get an advantage in the next head of household competition. So that's the prize. So it's a luxury competition, and the luxury is, because, I'm not going to give you a blowjob. I'm going to give you something, worthwhile. Well, that's... I've been told I give good BJ. It's very subjective. Same thing with kissing. Like, people say I'm a good... actually, every guy I've been with has said I'm a good kisser, not to toot my own horn. And how would I be able to validate that, if they're telling the truth or not? I don't know if I'm a good kisser or not. I just do the kissing. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So it just occurred to me, a luxury competition. The winner will get an advantage in the next head of household competition. The reveal will be on Monday. Monday? Yeah, I have to reveal it on Monday. It depends on when the veto competition is, but I'll aim to reveal it on Monday. I am going to IHOP on Saturday for the second time since it opened in Toronto. I'm going to IHOP on Saturday with a Big Brother Cheesecake alumni. You get one guess as to who the alumni is. You guess right, and you guess right first. If multiple people guess it right first, you will win an advantage in the next head of household competition. If nobody gets it right, then I have to think about this, because this literally just came to me on the fly. So that's the competition. Very, very simple. You have no information to go on. You can do research if you want, if you really want the advantage. I don't think anybody's in a clear advantage or disadvantage based on who knows who from the past. If I find out that somebody did have connections, I might just veto it altogether, squash it. But I don't think there is, so good luck with this. Yeah, wow, I just came up with that on the spot. Okay, and 7 minutes are gone just based on that. So I was talking about how it's an 85-day org, and I like the fact that it gives you time to breathe. Wednesday is definitely a breathing day. On the weekend, usually Saturday is kind of a breathing day, because that's when Extra Whip airs. So it's good. I think this schedule, even though the whole game is longer, I think this is much more fun, and I've played it before, than it is if it's 30 to 45 days and every day is go, 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 go. Anyway. Okay, so Willy Wonka has been notified. There was a drop this week in the number of votes, but that's to be expected as, there's fewer candidates eligible. We had 8, 24, 27, 38, then we fell to 34, and this week we fell to 26, which is the third lowest amount. But that's okay. 26 people voted, and I can reveal, for the first time this season, it was a whopping landslide majority. I knew from very early on that this one person was going to get it. That's all I'm going to say. Whopping. Okay, that reminds me, the word whopping. Somebody asked for a raise in a sitcom once. Oh, it was Homer Simpson, I think. Yeah, when he goes into Mr. Burns' office, he goes, Mr. Burns, can I get a raise, please? Mr. Burns goes, and what kind of a raise would you like? Excellent. And Homer goes, whopping? And then I think he falls down the hole. But yeah. Anyway, so Willy Wonka has been notified. Willy Wonka, you have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately message me the name of a third nominee with a reason why. And you also need 2 backups in case Michael happens to take one of your 2 nominees, or one of your original choices, which has not happened yet this season. That also reminds me, Michael, you have until tonight, Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to privately message me the name of 2 nominees and a reason why. Tom's son, who I used to find really hot, Cody, he got a pet goose, and he's training the goose on how to cross bridges. And this is apparently the Canadian thing to do now, is to just get a pet duck or goose or whatever. It's very Friends inspired. But here's a video of Tom's son, Cody's duck.
Come on, we're watering the plants. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Be fast. Yes, yes, yes.
Is it wrong that I kind of want to eat it? Duck is delicious. It really is. When I'm on a cruise ship, I always look for duck on the menu because it's free, so I may as well get the most rare, expensive item on the menu. I love Tiffany, but when we were on a cruise once and she picked chicken one night, I'm like, you can get chicken anywhere. You have, like, quail on the menu. You have pig on the menu. You have lamb chops on the menu, and you pick the chicken? Oh, God. Anyway. Okay. So now, before we get to the Lindor Sampler, one last thing, Michael. It is time for your head of household bedroom reveal. Hey everyone, it's me, Mike Tyson. I'm so excited. Who wants to see my head of household bedroom? Yeah, okay, let's all go up the stairs. Okay, I'm gonna go up each stair. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna box the stair. Yeah, so every time you go up, you gotta box the stair. Don't laugh at my stick. It's my stick. Okay, we're gonna box our way in. I don't need the doorknob to open the door. I'm just gonna break the door down. Okay, we're in. Oh, wow, look at this. Pictures of my family, my partner, who's really, really sexy. And, chocolate-covered strawberries. I really like chocolate-covered strawberries because it's kind of like one of them soothing, sensual, sexual, Afro-ding-dongs, Aphrodites. It's an Aphrodite. So, anyway. Oh, look, the video's coming down. Video, yay!
Hello, Mr. Schwartz. You know who I am. I know who you are. Congratulations on winning HOH. It's a major accomplishment. I'm excited to see what you're going to be doing with this week, and I can't wait to see how this game ends up for you. I miss you, dude. I can't wait to get to New York City with Katie and come and visit you and get to hang out with you. You've been an amazing friend to me, and you have changed my org experience. Forever. Absolutely forever. You are an incredible man, an incredible human being, and anyone who knows you is lucky to have you in their life. With that, take care, man. Good luck. Remember, this game's a piece of cake. A piece of cheesecake.
Wow, thanks, Jason. I really miss you, too. And I really can't wait to see you and all the paranoia alum again. And I'm so thankful that you're in my life because you're a really good man. Oh, and Andrew also finds you sexy. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to practice my boxing now. My DMs are open. You can come in and talk to me whenever. Okay, bye. So yeah, Michael did say in the group chat today that his DMs were open if anybody wanted to talk. There was somebody, I'm not going to say who, but somebody did say that they tried to message Michael today and they were left on red and that they had a tough time getting his attention. I don't know where the truth is, but no. Also, last season, before I get to Lindor Sampler, last season, once we got to the halfway point, Mbop formed, and basically the four of them, Karen, Steven, Rhonda, and Corey, decimated the house by winning HOH every week. Actually, Karen and Steven won it back to back to back. And this season, we kind of have two sides of the house. I'm obviously not going to say who's who, but it's still, this really started when Ronnie broke his word to Owen and used the veto on Kennedy when he told him he wouldn't. This is what really started this pro-Ronnie side and this anti-Ronnie side. And even though Ronnie's long gone, I still use those names because I don't want to reveal the actual names of the alliances. But that's kind of where we stand. There's a couple people in the middle, but I like the fact, too, that so far the HOHs have really been switching in terms of which side of the house has the power. There's nothing more boring than when one alliance, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Mbop. But the second half of last season was predictable when they kept winning. This season, as a viewer and as a host, I'm kind of rooting for a flippity flop because that's what's going to make it exciting. Okay, last but not least, we are going to get to the Lindor Sampler. There were a lot of house guests who were eligible to add wedges to the wheel. I think Callum, Javier, Brooke, I think Kennedy as well. But only one house guest added wedges to the wheel. Here it is.
Fortune cookies are the best because they tell you things such as avoiding focusing on the negative aspects of the past in bed. 3, 16, 18, 21, 22, 39. Anna, Gagna, Rihanna, Trop, Boiler, Saturday, Swirlay, aspects negative to pass, okay? Yeah, that's it.
So Kilby, which by the way I love that he did a fortune cookie, and it was kind of ironic based on what happened yesterday, what the message of the fortune cookie was. But he added 5 wedges to the wheel. You're probably wondering, I thought everybody got 3 wedges to the wheel. Yeah, he's already added 3 and he has 5 more. Where did he get them from? I don't know. But yeah, so the wheel now has 23 wedges because one of them was not taken. Callum, Javier, Brooke, and Kennedy decided not to. So we have on the wheel, Brooke has 4, Owen has 4, Kilby has 9 out of 23, which is almost half. Callum has 2, Javier has 2, Kennedy has 2. Everybody decided that yes, they would open a Lindor. With the Pooh Brown Power Veto gone and with only 1 bad left out of 5, kind of a no-brainer. I would have gone for it too. We're in an interesting situation where there are 6 house guests who have not yet selected a Lindor, but because you've been evicting people who have gone, Ronnie opened 1, Stephanie opened 1, Cly opened 1. Because you're evicting people who have already gone, there's actually 6 people and 5 Lindors. So unless those people get evicted, there's a chance that for the first time ever, somebody, let's face it, Brooke, will not get a chance at a Lindor. It's mathematically still possible, but we'll have to see what happens. Okay, is everybody ready? Let's get to the Lindor Sampler. This is so exciting! So exciting. Okay, so there's 1 blank wedge. We had 1 that was not taken. Callum has 2. There's 1 of them. Owen still has 3, well, 4 total. That's 1 of Javier's. Kilby has 9. Brooke has 4. 3 of them are sitting here. More of Kilby's. Kennedy has 1. Oh, look, so here Kilby is topping and bottoming Kennedy. Then we have Owen's OG wedge. You were all given a wedge, all 16 of you on day 1. More Kilby's. Kennedy's OG. Kilby's OG. Wait a second, is he topping and bottoming her twice? Wait a second. Wow, you guys are really getting into this. Wow. So Kilby's got, like, he's in his 20s, so he can go twice in one night. Usually after I go once, so like, that's enough. Time to eat something. Order a pizza, will ya? Javier's original, Callum's original, Brooke's original. So, and I could have sworn, I thought Kilby was... Oh, so Kilby is bottoming and topping Kennedy, and bottoming and topping Owen, and Kennedy again. This is like a bukkake situation. Okay, let's get right into it. Here we go, big spin. Is everybody ready? Here comes the big spin. Here goes, slowing down, and... Oh! Oh, Kilby, you had 9 wedges! You had 9! Oh! What the fuck? As Chandler said on Friends, this is the best game ever! Holy shit. Okay, so we have Kennedy, another OG wedge. So she ate a cookie for nothing. Kennedy has decided to play, as you all did. This game. This is so exciting. Kennedy has decided to go with white chocolate. And I also can reveal, because I don't think it matters, Javier was torn between white and something else. He chose the something else, but he was between white and this. Nobody else, I think, chose white the whole season. I think this is the first time anybody chose white. Okay, so let's go to white. Kennedy, this is it. 1 in 5 chance. Okay. Here we go. It's very creamy. Like having a milkshake, almost. Yes. Very creamy. Very almost vanilla. I got very vanilla vibes. Which in the bedroom vanilla is boring, but in the chocolat. Oh hell. Now, white chocolate is my favorite of the 12 Lindors. But as I said in the premiere night, these were randomized. And because white chocolate is arguably not really chocolate, and because it's so sweet, it was randomly selected as one of the bad ones! Kennedy! You cannot catch a break. It's funny, Owen couldn't catch a break last week, and this week, Kennedy can't seem to catch a break. So, there are 5 bad ones. This is it. Oh, sorry, there was 1 bad out of 5. So it is good though, I gotta admit. Okay! Let's see what Kennedy... Let's see what your punishment is. Oh no! Oh no! The yellow M&M. So, ironically, the yellowish one got the yellow M&M. That was a complete coincidence. You may recall that the yellow M&M throughout the 90s and 2000s was that really like ugly fat one that had like self-esteem issues, and the red M&M always bullied him and picked on him. And then there was, I think the green one was the sexy girl. No, it was the brown one. What was the green one? Oh, the green was a sexy girl? I could have sworn the brown one was a sexy. Anyway, they all had a personality. Recently, M&Ms became woke and made them all equal with no penis or vagina or anything. They're all identical M&Ms with, they're all happy and they all live in this utopian world of chocolate. But the yellow M&M, which you just won, had sort of depression, anxiety issues, and he really, really, really wanted to be social. So he decided to sit his fat ass in the middle chair of the dining room, or of the living room, sorry. The middle chair of the living room, and if you're a fan of Big Brother, you know which chairs are in the middle of the living room that they're all sitting around. The nomination chairs. Kennedy, you are the 3rd nominee this week. To be clear, Michael, you will only nominate 1 house guest for eviction. It's kind of ironic. Michael was this person 3 weeks in a row. Now, Kennedy, you are one of Michael's original nominees. And then Willy Wonka will nominate the 3rd nominee. So when I said 3rd nominee, I apologize. I meant that you are one of Michael's OG nominees. The good news is you can still fight for the Golden Power veto. It's not a Pooh Brown. So there's still potential for you to save yourself before the veto ceremony. Wow. And you know what's funny? This is the first time ever since Season 2 that I've had this twist where we are down to 4 Lindors, or 4 of whatever it is, and all 4 are good. So if you're one of those 5 remaining people, Brooke, Callum, Javier, Kilby, Owen, you may as well fill up the wheel now. There's no open and close on the wheel wedges. You can add wedges whenever. So if you have wedges, submit the videos now. You're guaranteed something good. Yeah, the last 4 are good. So, with that said, who will Michael nominate for eviction? Find out tomorrow. And who will Willy Wonka nominate as the 3rd nominee? Saturday is Extra Whip, where Stephanie, hopefully Cly, and I will be joined with Brazil and Nicole to dish the dirt on what went wrong in the double eviction. Sunday is the Golden Power Veto competition. Monday, the Golden Power Veto ceremony and results to the luxury competition. Tuesday is when the final 3 nominees plead their case, and Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house, get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate, be the last person not to clinch a spot in jury, and lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Chefs of Moonves. Take care, and remember, no dinner at Olive Garden is complete without an Andy's creme de menthe. Good night.